I always encourage, students to cheat, right? And that may sound funny to say out loud, but the idea is very often we feel bound to play by rules that we don't fully understand. But one of the big things that, kind of sticks with me probably more than anything else is the idea of, what is it that drives you? Where do you want to go in life? And the idea that very often we play a game by rules that we don't fully understand. I have to be really careful with this statement, but I always encourage, students to cheat, right? And that may sound funny to say out loud, but the idea is very often we feel bound to play by rules that we don't fully understand. Especially in high school and in college, very often we're doing something because we think it's what we're supposed to be doing. We're checking the boxes. We're going through the motions. We feel really strongly about, how we're creating value, or where we're building our future, or where we're going with this. But we're going through the motions, waiting for somebody to give us permission, right? Somebody to give us the permission to run and chase the things that we want in life. And that permission almost never comes. And so, Alyssa mentioned, I spoke to the AMA a couple weeks ago, or a couple days ago, actually. And, I talked about, there's a guy by the name of Peter Dinklage, and he was the imp in Game of Thrones. And one of the things that he said during a commencement speech is that quit waiting for the things that will define you in life. The things that will define you in life have already happened. You just don't know it yet. And that was really powerful to me, because one of the most valuable things that dawned on me way too late in my career is that I have this incredible power to make a difference if I give myself the permission to use it. So many people in college follow the same traditional route. And if you're in SIUC Entrepreneur Core, you already know that entrepreneurs by trade are very often rule breakers. They're people who go against the grain. They're people who stop to ask why, or challenge authority, or challenge the status quo. And that is a skill that, when you're young, can cause you a lot of pain and heartache. And that was true for me. When high school and when I was in grade school, I would be really rambunctious, and I wasn't good at school. I wasn't good at math. I would always ask why. I would always challenge authority. And it caused a lot of problem for me. But all of those things that were challenging in a school structure for me are the things that have made me really, really successful as an entrepreneur in life. So my challenge to you right out of the gate is, don't go through the front door, right? Is there's this path in life that is laid out in front of you. It's what everyone is doing, right? It's what everyone is supposed to be doing. And the thing that I would encourage you to do more than anything else is look for another route. Find opportunities early. Whether you're going to be an entrepreneur or you're going to go work for a big company, one thing that stuck with me is this wonderful statistic from the U.S. Department of Labor Statistics is that 70% of all jobs are found through networking. And so what I see when I talk to college students more often than not is, they graduate college and they apply for an internship or a job through a platform like Indeed, and they forget to utilize all of the networking power that they have early on. So to break that norm, the one piece of advice that I wish I would have given my younger self is, no matter where you are in life, right? If you're in high school, if you're in college, if you're not where you want to be yet, the one piece of advice I would give you is find someone who is living your dream life and reach out to them, right? Pick up the phone and call them. Tell them you want to job shadow them. Tell them you want to talk to them on the phone for an hour. Tell them you want to pick through their brain. Because when you are young, when you're still in the educational process, you have a golden ticket. And that golden ticket expires the moment you graduate. And by a golden ticket, what I mean is, I own a marketing company. And let's say we do Google ads, but there's a competitor down the street that's a lot better at it than we are. If I pick up the phone and call that competitor and say, look, you guys are really good at Google ads. Can I come spend maybe the day learning from you? Can I pick your brain about how you do what you do and why you're so much better at this than I am? What do you think they're going to say? They're going to say, hell no, right? Like, you're not going to come in and learn our business secrets. What happens if Sarah picks up the phone and asks the same question? What happens if Sarah picks up the phone and says, I'm a marketing major at SIU. And Sarah, I don't know what your background is, but I'm really interested in digital marketing. I saw your company. I saw that you're doing some really impressive things. And I'd like to come job shadow you for a day. Could I do that? Maybe buy you a cup of coffee, get to know you and your business and you know how you built your career. It looks like you're doing some really impressive things. One, they're going to be flattered. And two, they're overwhelmingly likely to say yes. And it may not be your first phone call, but if you make 10, I guarantee you, you will find someone who will help you.